Welcome everybody to the first ever Innovative Schools Pitch Competition.
Group 12 has been working together with Confectionery to help them to market and sell their confectionery products.
She makes cakes for all occasions. She makes snacks like crisps, daddies, bandazi, and cookies.
When you want a special order, you can call the manager, Jennifer Chichapa, and she'll make for you anything you order through. Quality products, maximum efficiency.
I've been praying in the dark, asking God.
For the cake we are going to make, we need 4 kilograms of flour, and this is it. Each packet has 2 kilograms. Then we first have to sieve the flour before we make the cake. Okay. So the process you're going to see is the one of sieving the flour. You sieve the flour to kind of, okay, they say the cake has to have some kind of space in it. The particles have, some of them are packed in here. So when you do this, they start getting on their own, and it gives the cake a better quality, and then there are no small particles which are together. So you use the sieve to sieve the flour. When you're buying flour, you have to mind the quality. There's flour which is not basically for baking cakes, and it's not really good. And there are kinds which are for baking cakes. There are those which are used for bread and other things. So when you're buying flour, mind which kind of flour you buy. Yeah, because there's that is good and that's not really good for the cakes.
And apparently for us we are using castor. Castor is good. Even X, that one with a purple label, the one which has got baking flour in it, the raising, self-raising, it is also good. And also if you get pembe, it is also good. Ready? She already told you that you must having a weighing scale. First of all, we need to get sugar. In 4 kilos of flour, you have to put, for us we put 1 kilo and a quarter. You have to make sure that the weighing scale is properly inserted at this 0 to give you a proper measurement. The red one, you have to follow the red measurements. So far that is 1 kilo. This is now 1 quarter, because here it is 1.5. When you measure the sugar, you put it in a machine. Then this is Blue Band. If you don't have money, you can go to Chikubo, there is Christex, there is Jita, shops which sell things which make cakes. You buy in kilos, half kilo, they give you what you want. If you are buying a bucket is better, and a box. It depends. These are 2 kilos. Yeah, but this is Prestige. Because there are 2 types. Which are the best? There is Prestige and Chroma. If you have Chroma, is a little bit expensive, but you can use the one which is favorable. Prestige is pocket friendly, lesser price, and it is also good. But the bad thing with buying in kilos, at times you don't get the exact. They're supposed to be 2 kilos, but they are something like 1 3/4. Because some has remained in this, but it can help you at times to base the whatever pans. Let us also put this. The thing here.
This is the mixer. We put the blue band and the sugar. You put them there so that they can get mixed quite well for a good quality of cake. So you switch on. Okay, the mixer has a gear lever. It depends on the speed at which you want your cake to be made. There's the high level. Then when you put it, this side is medium and this is low. And this kind of big whisk is the one that rotates in a clockwise motion around to mix the blue band and the sugar. Then it has an on and off switch. You can switch it off if you're done and switch it on when you want to start making. So what you're going to see is how it works. Since today we want to make the cake like kind of quickly, we're going to put the gear lever at high, then switch on. Okay, I've stopped the machine because today we are making little mixture, and you see, as you see, the pan is so big, so you have to use a mingling stick and keep bringing the mixture back in the middle so as it can get mixed well. But in cases where you're making very many cakes, you don't need to do this. So after putting everything back, you can keep doing that occasionally and you switch on again.
You see, when you are using this machine, it is something which can quicken the work and doesn't make you feel so tired. At first we used to make using a mingling stick and a bowel or a basin, something big, when we were making many cakes, but we found out that it is quite tiresome. So we got some money and bought this machine. This machine, it is 30 liters. You see the pan is big, it is 30 liters. There are some which are 20 liters and 10 liters. It depends on the size. And the prices varies depending on the size. That is what I was meaning. 20 liters, let's just start from 10. 10 liters, it costs 2.5, 30 liters, 3.5. Then if you bargain properly, they can give it at 3 million. Then this one, 30 liters, it goes for 4.5, but for us we bargained and bought it at 4.2. It depends on where you get the machine from. But for us we bought it from Tamales. They have many machines, and for them, the good thing about them, they come and service it accordingly. And that is it. Here we are going, I don't know where he can, the blue band and the sugar, it has started mixing itself. So we are going to put eggs little at a time. These are the eggs. We are going to put them in the bucket so that to apply a whisk. In 4 kilos, we put 1.5 trays. Those are 45 eggs. When we're putting eggs, you have to make sure that there are no particles of eggshell. Mixing the eggs properly so that I put these eggs in the mix. In other words, I just want to put this liquid to ease the process, because I don't want to feel any sugar particle in the mixture. To make sure that it is properly beaten so that you don't see any sticky stuff in it. Make sure that it is a little bit watery without any sticky stuff in between. You see?
Mixing, you have to add like other ingredients to the sieved flour, and then you have to sieve it again. In this case, we are going to add the mixed spice. So you put 2 spoons. The mixed spice adds taste to the cake, and since it's 4 kilograms, we add 1 part of the baking powder. 500 grams. Yeah. After adding all that in, you have to mix the baking powder and the mixed spice into the flour so that it's even everywhere. Then after doing that, you have to sieve it again. Yeah, so that the mixed spice and the baking powder and the flour can mix properly. So as you see in this bowl, all of it is mixed like together. You don't see mixed spice alone and the baking powder alone. Yeah. So now the flour is ready to be put in the mixer.